Hi, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video and learn about how to use and leverage all the features of the RAVIN Cam. As a reminder, the RAVIN Cam is designed exclusively for healthcare-related facilities and is for use only in a controlled climate. It is meant for indoor use only, not in other operating environments. The RAVIN Cam measures and images gamma rays emitted from sources of radiation with a KeV range of 30 to 662 keV. Each RAVIN comes with a custom-designed carrying case with foam inserts and power cord. Additionally, you receive an 8-inch tablet and its own power cord. It also comes with two adapters, a Wi-Fi adapter and an Ethernet adapter. Not included with the RAVIN Cam is a tripod. We do strongly suggest using a tripod when taking measurements with the RAVIN. There are two models of tripod we have tested and endorse. A shorter table tripod like this one, and a full-size tripod like this one. Both are available for purchase from the M3D RAVIN store. To power on the RAVIN, make sure there is sufficient charge in the RAVIN Cam. When receiving a new RAVIN Cam, we recommend an overnight charging session to make sure a full battery before the first operation. To power on the unit, simply tap the power button on the top of the RAVIN next to the handle. RAVIN Cams take about 30 seconds to become fully operational. With roughly 15 seconds to go in the power on cycle, you will see a countdown timer on the LED screen displaying the time until the RAVIN is fully operational. You will also hear the internal detection system of the RAVIN moving for 1 to 2 seconds as the RAVIN goes through the power on cycle. Once you see a count rate and a dose rate on the LED screen, you know the RAVIN is fully powered on and ready to use. Although one of the RAVIN's main features is visualizing any sources of radiation, it can also be operated with just the use of the LED screen. The LED screen will display the dose rate in counts per second as measured at the RAVIN Cam. This can be used when you simply want to measure the activity in a room or in a patient. Most of the time, you will likely be utilizing the full set of features of the RAVIN Cam, including radiation visualization. To do so, first, you must plug in the black USB Wi-Fi adapter that is included with each RAVIN Cam. By plugging this adapter into the RAVIN, you are creating a Wi-Fi network that any device can connect to. The provided tablet will automatically connect to the RAVIN Cam Wi-Fi network. Although we provide you with a tablet for RAVIN Cam operation, you can connect any device to the RAVIN, your phone, another tablet, or a computer. If you are using another device, the first step is to connect to the M3D RAVIN Cam Wi-Fi network, open a web browser, and enter this IP address in your browser. Or you can connect a computer via Ethernet to the RAVIN Cam and enter this IP address in your browser to access the RAVIN Cam software via Ethernet connection. To use the provided tablet with the RAVIN Cam, remove the tablet from the RAVIN Cam case and power on the tablet by pressing and holding for 2 seconds the small side button. Once the tablet is powered on, the RAVIN Cam software will automatically load. Note, there's a magnetic strip on the back of the tablet to help it secure to the back of the RAVIN Cam. You can easily remove the tablet from the RAVIN Cam or resecure it to the back of the RAVIN as needed. The RAVIN Cam software is designed to be used on devices in landscape mode. If you position the tablet or a phone in portrait mode, you will get this notification to reorient the device to a landscape orientation. At some point, it might be necessary to reconnect the tablet to the RAVIN Cam. To do so, click Tap to retry. This will bring up a list of any Wi-Fi networks in the area. Click on M3D RAVIN Cam to reconnect the tablet to the RAVIN Cam. Please note that it might take a few seconds after powering on the RAVIN Cam for the network to become available. If you are still having trouble connecting the tablet to the RAVIN cam, power off and back on the RAVIN cam and ensure the Wi-Fi adapter is plugged in securely to one of the USB ports on the RAVIN cam. This is the home landing screen for the RAVIN cam software. To take a new measurement, click on Initialize RAVIN cam. Once you click Initialize RAVIN cam, you will see the main screen for taking measurements. In this section, you will see a live video feed from the RAVIN camera. Below the optical image window is where any identified isotopes are displayed. On the right-hand side, you will also see the current dose rate and counts per second, which update every second. As soon as you click Initialize RAVIN cam from the home screen, the RAVIN cam will begin searching for radiation. We call this status search mode. While in search mode, you can move around with the camera, and if radiation is found, the radiation image and isotope will start to display on the screen. Please note, the radiation image might not align perfectly in search mode because of movement of the camera and because there is no default distance from the RAVIN to the radiation source while in search mode. When you have identified a radiation source is present, it's time to begin a measurement. When you are ready to take and record a measurement, make sure your RAVIN cam is completely stationary. You can set it on top of a table, chair, or other flat surface, or even better, use a tripod. To start a new measurement, press Begin Measurement. For every measurement, you have the option to name it. Naming a measurement is not required, but is simply for you to reference in the future when reviewing previous measurements. You will also have to set a distance from the camera to the radiation source. A distance is required in order to begin a measurement. If you do not know the distance to the radiation source, that is okay. When beginning any measurement, the RAVIN cam will automatically measure the distance between the RAVIN cam and any object directly in front of it. This could be a wall, a table, chair, garbage can, patient, or any other object directly in front of the RAVIN cam. This distance is populated in the pop-up window when beginning a measurement. If you know your radiation source is at a different distance than the default distance measured by the RAVIN cam, for example, if you're measuring a radiation source on the table in front of the RAVIN cam, update the distance from the front of the RAVIN cam to that source by manually typing it in. If the RAVIN cam does not automatically populate a distance when beginning a measurement, you will be required to manually enter a distance before beginning the measurement. Please note, you can update the distance between inches and centimeters in the settings. Once the distance is confirmed, click Save to begin a measurement. Otherwise, click Cancel to go back to the default search mode. Once a measurement begins, you will see a red warning message at the top of the screen. Capturing data. Do not move camera. It is critical not to move the RAVIN cam while recording a measurement. If there is a radiation source in your field of view, you will start to see that radiation image form. How quickly that radiation image forms depends on the strength of the source and the distance between the source and the RAVIN cam. Stronger, closer sources will form more quickly, whereas weaker, further sources will take longer to form a radiation image. In addition to the radiation image forming, you will see a list of any isotopes identified by the RAVIN cam below the optical image. If you want to evaluate or review the spectrum during a measurement, simply click View Spectrum in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. This will pull up the spectrum view in full screen so you can view energy bin counts. Remember, the M3D RAVIN cam has 1% energy resolution. Look at those narrow peaks. Oftentimes, you may want to view only the optical image, removing the radiation image during a measurement. Or vice versa, where you only want to see your radiation image. Either way, use the toggle buttons in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. If the RAVIN cam identifies multiple isotopes, all identified isotopes will be listed in the isotope tray below the optical image. Please note, you can only view one radiation source image at a time. By clicking on the isotope listed, you can view that radiation image from that isotope. You can switch between isotopes as many times as needed. It is possible that there is a radiation source near you, but it is not in the field of view of the optical camera. In that case, the RAVIN cam will still identify the isotope or isotopes of the radiation near you, but you will not see any radiation hotspot in your image. Sometimes, after you begin a measurement and start to image a source of radiation, you may notice the radiation source is closer or further away than the distance you set at the beginning of the measurement. Most often, you might see a radiation image that is not fully aligned with the actual radiation source. In this case, the most likely cause is the initial set distance isn't correct. You can update the distance during a measurement. There is no need to start the measurement over. On the right-hand side where the distance is listed, click Edit. A pop-up box will appear and enable you to edit the distance during a measurement. While taking a measurement, you might want to capture and save a specific image or measurement, but you don't want to stop that measurement. Not a problem. Simply click the camera button. This will save that image on the screen along with all the data like dose rate, count rate, and spectrum, but it will allow you to continue your measurement without having to start it over. While recording a measurement or in search mode prior to starting a measurement, you can change the view on the device to be full screen. To do so, click the expand button in the bottom right-hand corner. To revert the default mode that also displays the metrics, simply click the contract button to revert to the standard view. When you have recorded sufficient data and are ready to end measurement, simply click Stop. This will save the last optical and radiation image along with all the key metrics and spectrum for you to review. You can review it as soon as you end the measurement or at any time in the future in the previous measurement section. When you are ready to revert to search mode or take another measurement, click New Measurement, which will return you to the default search mode where you can begin another measurement. The RAVIN cam is also able to image alpha and beta sources by imaging the corresponding Bremsstrahlung spectrum. It can also image the scatter from non-decaying sources like X-ray, fluoroscopy, and LINAC machines. To do so, go to Settings and navigate to the Other Imaging Modes section. If you want to image scatter from a Tech 99 flood source or from an X-ray or fluoroscopy beam, select Scatter Low Energy. For all other types of scatter, including the Bremsstrahlung from alpha and beta sources and from LINAC machines, select High Energy Scatter. Note, if you do have a cesium check source you want to image, you can also select that mode under Other Imaging Modes. Once you are done with these types of measurements, make sure to click Clear Selection to return to normal operating mode. It is also important to note that the RAVIN cam will always image the hottest source in the image. For lower KeV sources, it has a dynamic range of 10:1, meaning it will not image any weaker sources that are less than 10% of the strongest source in the image. For higher energy sources, the dynamic range is 3:1, meaning the weakest source that can be imaged must be at least 30% the strength as the hottest source. This is important to understand. For example, the RAVIN cam will not image all the scatter from a fluoroscopy machine. The only radiation that will be visualized must be at least 10% as strong as the hottest source in the image. To go back to the home screen, click the arrow button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. To review any previous measurements, click the Previous Measurements section. All images and measurements are stored directly on the RAVIN cam. They are organized from newest to oldest with section breaks between different days in which the measurements were taken. To see the full image from a measurement, click on the thumbnail and it will pull up the optical and radiation image. When viewing a previous measurement, you can also view the last dose rate and count rate when that measurement was saved. You can also view and review the spectrum from that measurement by clicking View Spectrum. Lastly, like you can during a measurement, you can remove or reapply the optical image or radiation image if you want to see one of them in isolation. If you want to delete or download any of these measurements, first click on Select. To delete images, select one or multiple images and then click Delete. After clicking delete, you will receive a pop-up warning asking if you want to proceed with deleting these images. Once deleted, previous measurements cannot be restored.
Similar to deleting images, if you want to download measurements from the RAVIN, first connect the device where you want to download the measurements to the RAVIN Wi-Fi network or via a direct Ethernet connection. Images can be downloaded to a computer, tablet, or any other device. Ensure to navigate to the appropriate URL for Wi-Fi and Ethernet connections. Once you've connected the device, click Select and tap on the measurements you want to download. Once you've selected all the measurements you want to download, click Download. The download process will start. All selected measurements will download into one zip file on your device. After the download is complete, the software will ask you if you would like to delete the images you just downloaded.
To go back to the home screen, click the back arrow. To access the settings from the home page, click Settings. In the Settings section, you can select whether you want the distance in inches or centimeters. Also in the Settings section, you can update whether you prefer dose in rems or sieverts. This selection and the inches or centimeters selection will remain with the RAVIN Cam until updated later in the settings. To update the software, you will need the included Ethernet and Wi-Fi adapters, and you will need access to an internet-connected modem with an Ethernet port. Plug in the USB Ethernet adapter into one of the USB ports and connect an Ethernet cable from the adapter to an internet-connected modem. In the other USB port, ensure the Wi-Fi adapter is plugged in. Navigate to the settings sections from the RAVIN Cam homepage, and if an update is available, click the Update Software option. The software update will download, and you will receive a message when the download is complete. The RAVIN Cam will also restart to install the downloaded software update. Once it restarts, your RAVIN Cam will have the latest software version on it and will be ready for use again. When you are done with the RAVIN Cam, put the provided tablet to sleep by clicking the small button on the side of the tablet. If you'd like to fully turn off the tablet, push and hold the same small button and then select the option to power off. To power off the RAVIN, press and hold for 3 seconds the same power button on top of the RAVIN next to the handle and screen. The RAVIN takes about 8 seconds to fully conduct its shutdown cycle, at which point the LED screen will turn off, indicating the system is fully powered off. When not using the RAVIN Cam, we recommend leaving it plugged in and charging. That way, if you need it to respond to a spill or other emergency, it will be fully charged. It is okay to store the RAVIN Cam in its case. To store it in its case while charging, turn it on its side and plug in the power cord. Just be careful not to fully close the lid of the case to avoid pinching the power cord. It is also extremely important to not leave the RAVIN Cam powered on while inside its case, as it risks overheating. If you have to ship the RAVIN Cam, always ship it in the provided case. Make sure all adapters are fully unplugged from the RAVIN Cam before shipping. M3D recommends turning the RAVIN Cam on its side in the case prior to shipping. This is the most secure way to protect the top of the RAVIN Cam, including the LED screen and handle. If you are unsure about shipping the RAVIN Cam and what is required, please reach out to us at M3D before shipping it. Thank you for watching this RAVIN Cam tutorial. M3D truly values our customers. Stay tuned as we continue to introduce new features and capabilities to the M3D RAVIN Cam. And if you have any questions or need support, please reach out to us via email, phone, or chat on our website.